A little about me. I was raised in Ponca City. I have a sister that's about my age. She loved to fight with me all the time. I got very good at it just from her. And well, my parents kind of got fed up with this, as any parent would. And my dad, being a psychologist, loved to bring his work home and started analyzing me and telling me, you know, as he shouldn't have, exactly what I was doing wrong and why. And that kind of, after a couple of years, made me very defensive. Well, I had a defensive nature because of this. Well, hold on. Well, anyway, this made me very defensive. And so then I've learned through the years that was not the thing to do. I've grown as a person, and there we go. Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you guys not to sweat the small things, as I did as a child. I've grown since then, and I can think of no better example than this one specific day about 8 or 9 years ago when I was down at OU. I was in the work-study program. You just work in the cafeteria for like 20 hours a week, and you get room and board. Well, I was finishing up a project, taking it to go drop it off with the professor, and I get a call from a coworker of mine, Sean. And he's like, "Hey, I'm stuck in law and I forgot I had to work tonight. Is there any way you can cover for me?" Okay, sure, I'll do it. No problem, Sean. Didn't give him any grief or anything. So I had that on my plate and go turn on in the project, which had already stressed me out. And as I'm turning to walk out the door, to walk out the building doors, the office door opens, and this guy that I had recognized from my class, but I didn't know him, came out, and he looks at me, and he's just like, "What?" I'm like, and yeah. Well, my first reaction is to just, I know how to make anybody mad, all right? I can do that. Well, my first reaction was to do that to this guy, but I just took a sec, I didn't sweat it, and I was just like, "Okay, have a good day, sir," or whatever. I didn't say have a good day. Well, turn around, walk off, go outside. I see the meter maids out there giving me a ticket and everything. So go out there, talk to them. Hey, it was 2 seconds. I've already started printing the thing or whatever. So I got a ticket as well. My day's going great at this point. I get the ticket. I go home. I go to work the whole night. Find out that Sean, we have different positions within the cafeteria, and it changes every night. I find out that night, Sean, who I was working for or replacing, was in the scraping room, which is where they put the conveyor belts and it comes in with all the nasty food. It was my least favorite job. Anyway, I just put on a smile, worked the whole night, didn't sweat it or anything, didn't give him any grief the next day. Day ends, go to sleep, everything's better. The next time we had that class, I meet the gentleman that had come out the thing, who I then learned was Ted. And Ted was telling me just how bad his day had been and everything. And he had actually just come out of the office where he'd been accused of plagiarism or been cheating with somebody. It turns out, in the end, somebody had cheated off of him, and he was in no fault. But, you know, I didn't know that when he was exiting. I just got lucky that I didn't blow up at him right then. And, yeah. Well, so, actually, through the years, Ted and I are actually best friends. I speak to him every week or two. Well, then I go back to work the next week about. My supervisor comes up to me and says, "Oh, by the way, we saw that you were here last week when you didn't need to be." And I was like, "Oh, I was covering for Sean. I thought I told you that." "Yeah, we don't cover people here. We have enough staff. You didn't even need to come in." Well, he just thought that I was coming in to help out for the sake of helping out. And in the end, I got a student supervisor promotion just because of that, because I didn't sweat the small things. And in the end, I mean, that's all there was. Just take things in stride. Don't always get overly everything that I did. And, I don't know, don't fight with your sister.